Welcome to the J&J Show. That's that J. This is this J. What's up? It's Wacky Wednesday. This is the way he said to open up the show. That we're going to do it nice and low.
That's right.
Got to follow my flow.
Mm-hmm. That's
nice
right.
Nice and slow.
Now get up off your seat and go get yourself
something to eat. Don't make me repeat.
And make sure you have shoes on your feet.
Welcome, folks. It is Wacky Wednesday, if you cannot tell. The only way you could tell, quite obviously, is we do the same bit over and over. He's in one seat and I'm in the other seat. So
that's why it's Wacky
that's how you can tell it's Wacky Wednesday.
Yeah.
So what are we going to cover on today's Wacky Wednesday on the J&J Show?
Well,
we have too much fun. We have just way too much fun.
We do.
You got to realize that, like, we have these so-called pre-production meetings, which I've never seen one nor been a part of one, so I don't even think they exist.
They
do this off the cuff, folks. This is live action.
No way.
Off the cuff.
Yeah.
Spitball.
That's right. And it's about time.
Don't know what's coming.
Let's talk about homeless people. Yeah, huh?
Why? Homeless people.
You know why? Because it's getting cold out.
Yeah.
So,
it's time to bring
some great news.
It's time to bring your animals in and your homeless people in.
Well, here's what happened. If I was
Here
homeless.
we go. Just wait for it. Wait for it.
If I was
wait for it.
Go ahead.
Wait.
Thank you.
There it is.
Thank you.
There it is. We haven't had a walkthrough all week.
All week.
So
he has to
in fairness, Jay, and for respect from Mr. Padula.
Yes, sir.
The reason you don't know about the meetings is you kind of sleep through them while Mr. Padula provides the coffee,
Right.
and the stuff from
wait.
Confluence.
I would know if I slept through the meeting.
No, you wouldn't.
Like, I would know that I'm going
you
there
sleep
early.
during the
No.
meetings.
I would know that I'm going there early. So
Here,
am I
Angelo,
sleepwalking?
Here's
Am
the
I
question.
sleep driving?
Go ahead.
Here, I'll prove it.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Why do you watch Newswatch in the morning? So you know what happens while you were sleeping.
Right.
How
On
does that-
time,
how does that-
anytime. NC Radio 45,
we go.
NCTV 45.
You are like Anchorman. Whatever we put in front of you, you're going to read.
That's right. That's the way I'm going to be all week, baby. You know what I'm saying?
How does that prove that I'm sleeping?
It doesn't prove anything. It just proves that I'm falling
Okay,
in
so
love.
homeless people.
Huh? Homeless people.
Yes.
No, here's my thing. If I'm homeless and I'm in New York
Right.
and it's September,
Okay, wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
he does it. I like.
That's
He
two.
does it. I like the walkthrough. That's what this place is all about.
I guess so, yeah.
It's not.
Yeah,
it's
it
not
is.
going to be like today we're going to talk about mold. Tomorrow we're going to talk about nursing at the Jameson. The next day
We are going to talk about nursing at the Jameson tomorrow, though. I'm very interesting that you would bring that up. And we are planning on talking about mold. Like, I don't
Right.
know why you would make fun of that.
Is that because of Casey? You want to
Yes.
impress her?
That's not Casey, it's Cassie. Gosh, you don't even know her name. She's mine.
Well, let me tell you something.
What?
So if I was homeless,
Yes, which you're not.
I would be in
New York. Why would you be in New York? Because
Well,
it's
I'm just
warm.
saying. I would. If
They
it's
have those
September,
vents. They have those the steam coming out of
in
the.
September, I would be
In September.
right. I'll see you in September.
Okay,
Have
it's
a good
October.
time. All right, so then
It
I'd
is
be in New
October.
York in September.
October.
If I'm homeless.
Right, 'cause it's
October, I'd
October.
be in Jersey
Why? Explain yourself.
because I'm heading south, and then
Okay.
I'd move down to Delaware and work my way all the way down to Florida. If I was homeless.
That is your union education at work. Wait for it.
Delaware,
Wait for it.
wait.
Wait for it.
I
Wait
said,
for it.
hey,
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Wouldn't you be?
Wait for it.
Wouldn't you be going south? Isn't that the idea? If I was
Ex-
homeless, I'm in New York.
Explain to me. Okay, you got the first one correct. Going from New York to New Jersey, is going south. How going from New York to New Jersey to Delaware is going south?
Well, I would have
Delaware, North Carolina.
right,
The city of, maybe.
right.
Is
and
there
then
a Delaware and
boom,
North Carolina?
I'm all the way down to
The Keys.
the Keys.
Okay.
So if I was homeless, I'd be heading south.
Well, see,
Now,
I
let
wouldn't
me-
want to be homeless in the Keys because there are a lot of crocodiles. And if you fall asleep down there at night,
But the weather's so nice. If
or
I
you
was-
could get eaten by a crocodile.
Hold it, this him from Spain.
Breaking news
From Spain.
From
Yes.
Spain.
Go
because
ahead, Angelo.
Only here, folks. Only here.
From Spain.
Only here can you get your European news
Go ahead.
on the hour.
You know,
From Spain.
From Spain.
when Christopher Columbus
Yeah.
sailed and went back to Spain, he told Isabella, we discovered the New World.
Right.
And then he went to Italy. You know, Isabella went,
3, 4.
does anybody understand where this was? And the king said, what do you mean? King Ferdinand said, what do you mean where this, what? The New World.
Oh, look,
She
it's
said-
time to wrap up. Folks, we'll see you tomorrow.
She said, yeah, but I lost the keys.
Now I know why you sleep during the meetings. He's laughing at that.
I think he's the only one.
Lost the
He
keys.
lost the keys.
Like the Florida Keys.
Yeah, I know. I know.
The King of England found them.
You know, hey, did you know? And by the way, speaking of homeless people, did you know? Thank you. Did you know? Where do you think the most homeless people live? And wait, let me tell you.
Outside.
Outside.
I beat you to it.
Yeah.
No, listen.
You got really trumped on that one.
No, listen.
Call Hillary.
I was doing again, ladies
She's
and
in
gentlemen.
jail,
I'm trying
you
to
can't
give
go
you
in.
some. I'm trying to give you some great news, little tidbits. Little
Where
kernels
are the
of
most
information.
homeless people located?
Well, before I start with that and tell you it's Hawaii, but let me throw this by you. You know what the state of
That's
Nevada?
not right.
That is true.
Is that per capita or?
Right. And listen to me.
No. Let's clarify here. Because I don't want people going to work this morning and during
Yeah.
their little water cooler talk and say, hey, guess what I heard on the J&J show? There's more homeless people. And then you're going to have that one guy that's
In
going to be
Hawaii.
like, that's not factual.
Uh-huh.
In all actuality, the most homeless people live in Texas.
No, they live.
Now, it's per capita.
Right. They live.
you know what
in
per
Hawaii.
capita means?
Right. Per capita.
Okay.
So
It's the highest percentage
Right.
of homeless people.
Are
You need to
in
clarify.
Hawaii. Well, I thought you
Because
would.
the most,
It's the J&J show. It's not
the
the
most
J show. It's
homeless
the-
people numerically are in Texas,
Well,
which is also south.
that is not true. But anyway.
It is.
But Hawaii. Now, here's what Nevada does. I didn't
They
know
kick them
this.
out.
Close.
Back across the border.
No. Here's what
What?
Nevada does.
The Vatican?
No, well, it
There
depends.
are a lot of homeless people in the Vatican.
Yeah. Well, here's what they do.
It's an epidemic, really.
Nevada.
Okay.
They release mentally ill patients from a hospital.
And they kill the homeless people.
No.
No.
They put the mentally ill.
They eat the homeless people.
No.
Oh, okay.
They place them on a bus, and the bus drives them to
The desert.
San Francisco.
And they all become gay.
No.
Okay.
They say when you get off the bus, just dial 911 and everybody will take care of you. I'm serious. Listen to me. That's what they do.
Because that's a liberal city. And they
I'm telling you,
will do anything they can to take care of you.
ladies and gentlemen, if you don't believe
Well,
me,
that explains about Gus.
Miles on? The Auburn coach?
Gus. You know, they told him, hop on the bus, Gus.
Wow, it came to that. It came to the head slap in this one. It's like, wow, this is terrible.
you know, I wish he was homeless. Okay, so it could-
Well, he was.
The
That's
whole-
how you met him.
that's right. He was over here on a
Yeah.
skateboard
Yeah,
and helped
eating
me,
strawberry cake.
Yeah, and I love wearing some type of a dress or
yeah.
something.
Homecoming dress.
Yeah, homecoming dress. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so yeah, ladies and gentlemen,
No,
again,
it's okay,
we don't
so
want you
the-
to get up in the morning
so
and
Nevada-
come in and,
Let's-
20 million people were shot today.
Right.
No, it's a true story. Nevada gets their mentally ill. They put them on a bus.
No, they don't.
You know what, ladies and
Is
gentlemen?
this true?
They put them on a bus. They ship them to San Francisco.
Can we
Just
Google
remember, if
And
20
then-
million people were shot, they missed us.
Then they tell them to dial 911 when they get off the bus and go to Target with your prostitute. Okay? How's that? But most of all, when snowflakes fall, I wish you love. Now listen. And then the per capita of homeless people are in Hawaii. Why would you ever want to leave Hawaii? Now, I don't know if they
Because
bust
it's a
these people-
long swim
I don't know if they bust these people, okay,
to
to
Hawaii.
but they have the
We're
highest.
busing you to
And
Oahu.
you know where they live? I
Bus
think
don't
the name
float.
of the place in Hawaii is Spamville. Spam, S-P-A-M, Ville.
That's the home
Okay,
of
l-
spam.
Let me digress.
That is the
Go
home.
ahead, go ahead.
I don't understand. So this is like an actual
Spam?
factual
You've-
thing
you've
that
never-
happens.
you've
They
never
take
had
their
spam
mentally
quiche?
ill people, they
Right,
put
in
them on
Nevada.
a bus,
In Nevada.
and they drive them to San Francisco, drop them off, tell them to call 911.
When they get off the bus.
Honestly, seriously. Is
And
this
then
sarcasm?
Then they take them.
Is this one of those
I'm not going
Padula
to tell you
stories?
because you're not being nice to me. I'm sharing information with the audience. That's why you should come to these
Well, no,
meetings
I'm
and stay
trying
awake.
I'm trying to specify and
giving these
delineate
people-
facts from sarcasm.
Well, that's something. That's how you educate yourself. And our folks at home,
Google it.
Google it. See if I'm telling the truth, and I'll tell you what. If you want to get in touch with us and get back to me and let me know if I'm in the Liars Club or not, here's how you would do it.
You can contact us at nctv45.com, nctv45@gmail.com, and you can call into Mr. Parada and tell him exactly what you think of his stupid puns at 724-510-7345. 724-510-7345. You can
Hey,
also
wait,
send a
this
text.
just in. Somebody called already. They said the puns were punny.
And if you would like for Cassie to slap Angelo,
You can drive down to 26 North Mill
slap
Street
Angelo yourself.
and slap him yourself. $5.50.
Yeah, and by the way, again, ladies and gentlemen, J&J,
Buy one,
number
get
one.
the second one free.
We are number one again. We are beating. I thought last week when I looked at the ratings for
You
cable
know,
news,
Where are you watching these ratings?
Fox
I've never
News
seen the ratings.
destroyed everybody. In fact, your top 10 news organizations, Fox leads in the first 6.
No, it didn't. No, that's not true. That's not factual. No, that's not factual.
Right.
That's
Anyway,
not factual.
the only
What they did is they drove out to Austin, Texas, and they polled the people in Austin, Texas, and everybody knows that that's more skewed to the right conservatism. That's why Fox News leads MSNBC.
Plus, the people there are a
you
little.
MSNBC,
If
more
you
people watch
interview
us than
the
MSNBC.
real, if you interview
Plus, the
real
people
per
there
capita
are a
people,
little
you will
skewy.
understand that MSNBC is by far the basic triumvirate of the three MSNBC.
Triumvirate.
The triumvirate of MSNBC, CNN, and CNN2.
Boy, that was skewed
That's the
up.
second one.
Go ahead,
I'm trying to
Professor.
prove a point because
Go ahead, I'm listening.
clearly this is a liberal country. Clearly, at least 95% of the people in the United States are of the liberal lean. I'm sorry, I was doing my liberal. You guys just shut it down.
No,
Like, you
we
just
were
shut it
listening.
We
down.
were listening.
No, you
You.
weren't listening.
Yes,
you weren't
that's why I
listening.
said
you weren't
skew.
listening.
You know,
Skewy. Skew.
anyway,
Skewy.
So-
skewy,
Fox
skewy.
killed everybody. Why?
except in the top 10, I will say this. In all
This is
honesty,
nationally.
This is nationally.
Okay.
Okay. That Rachel Maddow, or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
in CNBC or MSNBC, she was number 8 or something. I could be wrong. And then Anderson Cooper,
Mm-hmm.
listen to me. Casey probably has more viewers than he does. He gets hammered. I don't
Yeah.
even know why he's still in the business.
Well, nobody trusts him.
He gets hammered.
He now talk about skewing.
Yes.
He does skew the news, and actually, oftentimes he's been caught in actual lies of reporting absolute fallacies.
Yeah, like if he threw, like with the homeless people, the mental ill homeless people, they get on the bus in Nevada and they get dropped off at San Francisco.
Well, what happens?
I think a lot of those
is
people in San Francisco.
Jerry Brown will then release them back into the wild.
This
They
a
tag
news.
people.
They tag them
and give
and
them
they
hoses
release
so they
them.
could clean
Right.
themselves.
Right.
And,
This a
and then
news
use the water to
bulletin.
raise crops.
Right.
I am now using
they
orange green to clean up the Padula spill from last week.
So here, I think a lot of times when you're
I
watching,
mean, it just grinds to a halt. It just it just sucks
yeah.
the energy right out of the room. I mean,
I know.
like we had a little bit of momentum build up there, and then
Yeah.
the succubus comes in, sucks all the air. This just in, for those Tommy Two Mics, for those of you that are curious, I'm cleaning up the spill. I'm going to reference this most obscure thing from last week's episodes that people probably don't even remember.
Right.
I'm using simple orange, green, purple to clean up. It's environmentally safe to clean up the spill by Mr. Padula.
Why is he waiting a week? Why doesn't he get one of those homeless guys?
Tommy,
Because the EPA came down.
Huh? Who?
The EPA came down and they said, "Are you being environmentally friendly to clean up this spill?"
Is it- we have
We
an elevator
heard
in here
from
now? We have an elevator in the
MSCBN, and so we wanted to be politically correct and environmentally friendly,
Yeah.
and just clean up the spill correctly.
Yeah.
So we put paper towel around it to contain the spill so it didn't pollute the rest of the wall.
Wow, man.
You know, and
I wish Casey
was
would come back
official.
and just
Well,
beat the
CNN
crap out of me
CNN
with
did
the
show
baseball
up.
bat.
CNN was out here, and they were very concerned at the containment.
Of-
and then reported
of what?
that not only was it a cup of coffee that was spilled, it was actually, in fact, a 40-gallon container of coffee that was spilled that had
It
asbestos.
was in here, right?
Yes.
It was in here. Yeah. So I just wanted to give the audience, our viewers, our devoted, dearest viewers, again, information. And ladies and gentlemen, if you believe me, fine. If not, that's okay. Look it up. It's the truth. In Hawaii, they live in Spamville, spam quiche, spam and potatoes, fried spam and eggs, whatever. Again, they house the most
I do need-
homeless people.
I need to interject.
Go ahead.
Our lawyers have asked us to do this. Any of the views expressed on the J&J show
Yeah.
are not factual and indeed sarcasm and hold no worthy truth in any of these stories that Padula comes to say on
So,
the
okay,
microphone.
so,
Thank you.
Listen, just look it up, Google, whatever, okay? Now, hey, you wanna talk about something funny?
Yeah, let's talk about something funny.
I watched
hey,
Hillary
did
Clinton
that? I have to
eliminate the
interject. Come
committee.
from a Louisville recruit.
Huh?
Did
Yeah.
that? I have to interject. Come from a Louisville recruit.
You mean the case where they had the prostitution with
Yeah.
the players?
Alleged.
Alleged, go ahead, what?
Just
Attorneys wanted to
Interjection.
specify that.
Go ahead,
That was a simple question.
go ahead.
The roots of words like Latin, you know, just wondered where that came from. I just wondered, Padula, you being a linguist.
Right, linguistics?
Yes, I thought you'd know that.
What
I have no
the
stinking
Latin
clue.
root is of
Of what?
interjection?
Of interjection?
It's-
Inter?
It specify.
Yeah.
Expound on your
What's this have
question.
to do, the
Listen.
people, go ahead.
You guys were out to lunch. You missed it.
No, we weren't. We were right here. We,
were
didn't go
right
out to
here.
lunch.
No, I was sitting here doing my work.
you put the
going
sign
through
up?
My notes.
Out to
I
lunch?
didn't put the sign up, but no.
It's 6:30 in the morning. Why would we
Yeah,
have to
why
lunch
would we have
now?
lunch? We just had coffee from the Confluence.
Yeah.
You know. Hey, and by the way, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank our sponsors once again. I got this nice main
We
street.
really need to work on our segues.
Well,
really-
we were good at one time.
We
Arlington
did.
Market,
At the beginning of the show,
Frome
like our
Brothers.
first couple weeks,
yeah, Geno's.
like we were
Crane
solid
Road,
with the segues.
Cedars.
Now we just grind to the halt and we just jump from
Well, people, that's what they want now these days. You know, in the classroom, they
Butts is florist. Thank
Butts
you.
is nice.
Yeah, Wellers,
Wellers. Paul, I haven't said anything about
Westminster-
Paul lately.
Westminster College.
They can't find him. In fact, they
They
think
can't-
Paul,
Is at Westminster.
no. They think someone put him on a bus.
He went to Geno's.
No. He didn't go to Geno's.
He went across the street to Bill's Bakery.
Well, from the film footage they have of him, he had what? He-
You said that. I just pictured the film footage of the Sasquatch.
Yeah, of Paul. But what he did was he outsmarted everybody because we were looking for him. And that's why I'm bringing all this together.
Right.
We could tighten this up before
Well,
we
you know-
leave Wacky Wednesday.
Right. Well, how he
Somebody,
did
I
it. No,
think-
I heard this. I heard how he
Oh,
snuck
okay.
out. He got a costume from Walmart,
Right.
and he got it at a discounted rate because it was all burnt up,
Yeah, that's right.
and he snuck right out.
He snuck right out, and the only reason why they could trial him is because they heard a lot of people moaning within his clothing, like at Target. So, whatever that means, I don't know. I don't know if he had a piece of wood in there. Sorry, I can't.
He got part of Lamar's stash, huh?
I got
Some of that
I got a
herbal
little
Viagra.
bit- yeah, wow. So, so anyway, so here he is.
I knew.
Paul.
I told you Monday. I told you Monday we're going to be towing that line
So-
all week.
So,
FCC's listening up.
so
Hello there,
so
guys.
Weller,
But we're privately owned, so we don't have to worry about the FCC.
Well, speaking of privates, Lamar, he got himself in big trouble. So Weller goes down. Lamar gives him a ride. First of all,
Okay.
Lamar was in he was in Newcastle passing out the shirt.
You have to understand, Lamar was hard up.
Oh, wow, man. I can't take it. Wow. So anyway.
He was hard up for a ride because he didn't have his car with him.
Right, and so, so he gets on a bus with Mr. Weller, okay? What?
I'm removing myself from the situation.
No, that's what Lamar said, and Mr. Weller. So here they both got on the bus,
Okay.
and
Drove out to San Francisco.
they
Called
got off the
911.
bus. They dialed 911, and guess who picked them up? The sanctuary cities out there picked them up and said, not only could you live here in the sanctuary cities, but you could also be part of our community and on our board, because you know how they rule things out there in San Francisco. So it's really, really out there. So Mr. Weller and Lamar, they accepted their new role as being on the city council and making
Right.
decisions. So
Right.
then they all sat down. From the footage I did see on CNBC.
This is all on camera.
This is on camera. They all sat down with the former mayor of Toronto. Remember that guy? They were eating spam, but for some reason, they had like candles in the spam.
Well, I heard they had a hard time getting across the Golden Gate Bridge because Governor Christie was there.
That's right. They made him angry, and
But they did eventually get across.
They did get across, but Christie was angry because they said, he said, "Are you going to finish that cake?" And you
know
you
how
heard
that
about what
ends.
happened, right?
You know how that ends.
Yeah, you know how that ends. So Christie got mad, and that's why he shut down. Well, allegedly, shut down a
Allegedly.
bridge in San Francisco.
They learned how to bridge their differences.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. So yeah, he was. It was insane. And then they went out to San Quentin.
Nice.
Yeah, they went out to San Quentin.
San Quentin? Or
No,
Alcatraz?
they went to San Quentin first.
Then
They picked
to
up
Alcatraz.
Cassie, and then they went to Alcatraz.
Yeah.
For their honeymoon.
For their honeymoon, and they lived happily ever after. And Chloe, she didn't get the divorce from Lamar.
Well, this is the interesting part. That's why I found very interesting why Mr. Weller and Lamar are together, because that's why Chloe left Lamar.
Because of Mr. Weller?
Yes.
And that costume he had
Yes.
on that was on fire?
I saw it on the footage.
Is
the,
it true,
the
though?
Sasquatch footage?
Yeah,
It was
you're-
definitely Chloe. You can't miss those lips.
And if you were lying, do your pants really catch on fire? Or in
Yes.
that instance, the costume?
Fact. Spontaneous combustion.
On your pants, if you lie. Wow. Well,
Fact.
I hope things work out because Chloe, she signed the papers
Mm-hmm.
for the divorce from Lamar. And here they never filed them. So now she wants to remain married to him. So
We see it. We're trying to do it slowly. We're not going to just grind to a halt.
right.
We're trying to be semi-professional. We realize it's time to wrap up.
Yes.
Wrap up means to slowly bring it together.
Right.
Right. If you wanted us to stop, there should be a stop sign, and then we'll stop.
Right. Right.
Now,
That was great that
Excuse
you interjected.
excuse me, I
Target.
seem a little under
Upset?
the weather. It's Wacky Wednesday.
Yes.
I just was informing you of what time it was.
It's time
And I
to
was doing the wave.
Stop.
Okay. So we will see you tomorrow, which will be Thursday.
Stop.
And once again, we'd like to thank the prostitutes that won the championship. And
Bye,
Stacey-
folks. We'll see you tomorrow.
See, and they won.